and that's a team that already kind of plays his style where they play like an 8-man rotation, so he doesn't have to get bitched at for like staggering player. And the other thing is, going back to the staggering of minutes, like that wasn't entirely his fault. Like Masai Ujiri didn't give him other guys to play, like
Delano Banton as my backup point guard.
Yeah, man.
Like, exactly. What are you supposed to do with that?
Yeah, what are you supposed to do? Everyone's like,
that's a paper thin roster. Like, beyond the 7 or 8 guys at the top, the Raptors didn't have, like, not even really 7 or 8. That's a stretch. But the point is, the fucking Raptors, Ujiri didn't do him any favors. And what are you supposed to do with the roster that's like, they were an edge of the play-in team, and that's exactly where they ended up. So I don't know how you can be mad about.
He gave him the same roster for basically 3 years since they won the championship, and
they made the like they
left like Kawhi. They didn't replace Kawhi. Every point guard they tried to bring in, like as a backup, like was a young guy. And like when you're a championship team, we just saw it with the Warriors. You can't
give Van. They needed to give Van Vliet a veteran backup, and they did not. They did not do that. They didn't address the necessary issues in depth and the wing depth and the point guard depth. And the problem is they have a roster that is an 8 through 10 seed, and that's what they got. So I don't know. I don't know why they fired Nick Nurse. I didn't think they should have fired him because what do you expect to happen? It's like Lovie Smith getting fired from the Texans last year. Like, what did you expect to happen? They didn't give him a roster. So, but I mean, I don't think he wanted to be in Toronto either. I think that it was running its course. And I expect him to go to Milwaukee because I don't know why he would take the Philly job or the Phoenix job. If Boston becomes available, I hope that's where he goes.
Who do you want, Jackson?
I want Philly. I want Philly. I think Milwaukee is the best choice here. Phoenix would be cool too. I think he'd do a lot for building their culture back up. Philly just seems awesome to me. I don't even. I'm almost at a loss for words with Philly, but you got to bring in like James Harden. Are they going to pay Harden? What's going on here? But you have the MVP. But yeah, Milwaukee's a great fit. But I mean, the Raptors are weird because they ran the same roster back, and it's like, as we're both saying here, like get them a backup, get them a veteran point guard, get them anybody off the bench. But like the thing is, they made it. They were the 5th seed 2 years ago, and I think they went down 3-0 to Philly and then took them to 6. But
the Cavs other teams in the East got better though, and they didn't get better. The Knicks,
the
Knicks added Jalen Brunson, the Cavs added Donovan Mitchell, the Raptors didn't do anything.
I think they were probably assuming. First off, they were pretty banged up again, as always, especially OG. I think they were probably assuming Scotty Barnes is going to like really take a soft.
Well, Scotty, but junior jump. But the thing is that
he was a sophomore.
Oh, you're referring to this past season. My apologies.
Yeah.
Sorry. What I wanted to say is that I think the other thing is I think everyone also realized that Scotty Barnes isn't what we thought he was. People were. It's still good players.
This is also the second season, and some guys are slower to develop than others. So maybe
you're very true. You're people were saying that he's going to be like Draymond Green, like he's going to be like a Draymond Green mixed with like a point guard. So he was going to basically be like a modern day Magic Johnson. Was like that's me exaggerating and like.
But I know what you mean. That's not what happened.
Yeah,
he really needs a shot.
They said like basically this was going to be a guy who could play 1 through 5. They were saying that he could do everything on the floor.
That just hasn't happened yet.
That just hasn't happened. He's still good. He's still great. He's going to be an all-star. But like
he's probably looking like a 1 to 2 time all-star instead of like a perennial Hall of Fame
or an All-NBA.
That they wanted him to be. But there's still time. Scotty Barnes could still improve if he
gets
takes
a shot.
If he takes that jump, if he takes the breakout jump and becomes a perennial all-star next season, the Raptors will be fine. But as of right now, this roster is, again, the end of the playoff / play-in roster, regardless of who's coaching it. So I can see why Nick Nurse also didn't want to stick around for this.
Yeah, so I completely agree. Like, it's going to definitely be interesting. So let's